Casa of Northeast Tennessee does so much for hundreds of children in our region each year, and volunteers are what makes this organization so effective in that mission of helping children involved in the court system. And this morning, Elias, Hensley, and Tim Krause are here to tell us more about volunteering for Casa. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Volunteers are truly the backbone of your organization, aren't they?
Absolutely.
Talk to us about what volunteers do on a daily basis.
So our volunteers, they're really the eyes and ears in court. I like to describe them as mentors for the child. They meet with these children twice a month. They see how they're doing, see how things can improve for them, and they advocate for their needs and wants directly in court. They also make a report of recommendations for practical things like therapy, really things like that. So not only do we address the emotional needs of the child, but the practical physical needs as well.
And Tim, you are constantly on the lookout for volunteers because you vitally need them.
That's right. There are certainly more cases than we have volunteers to cover right now. Yeah.
Talk to us about what a volunteer, say someone steps forward and they want to be a volunteer. Kind of walk us through the process of what goes on with those.
Yeah, it's a great question. I began my journey with Casa about a year ago, and probably 6 months before that, I agonized over whether I should contact them and understand what they were about. Everybody gets nervous about what's Casa is a fantastic organization that has trained so many volunteers. They're very good at it. I was really well supported right from the beginning. Weeks long, months long training program.
You're not just thrown in.
Absolutely not. And then even after we were qualified to take a case, there's a tremendous support network with the regional coordinators. You're never alone. And what's really important for potential volunteers to understand is that at no point are you unsupported. There's so many levels of support and respect for what we do from everybody in the court system.
How gratifying is it to be a volunteer?
On so many levels. There's the obvious one that you're really directly helping families and their children, and that feels really good. But there's also a lot of personal satisfaction that comes from learning the language and the process and the procedure. Yeah, so it's very satisfying.
What does a normal day for a volunteer look like?
Well, the great thing about volunteering...
Are there normal days?
Right, absolutely. It's up to the volunteer. So they have control over their own schedule. They can schedule visits, phone calls with professionals whenever they would like. They have a lot of control over that. Our training process is 35 hours up front. We have in-person and online availability for people that are busier. And then from that point on, they have a lot of control over their schedule. The only thing that's scheduled in advance for them are court dates.
Is there any special, are you looking for people that have a background in this sort of work, or are you looking for people that are just willing to help?
It certainly helps to have a background, but I think we train so well that anyone can do this job as long as you have a heart for helping children and you can pass a background check. That's really it. And
there's going to be a bigger need. You were telling me there's going to be a bigger need for volunteers.
Absolutely. We're anticipating an influx of referrals here coming soon. So our need will definitely become more critical for volunteers.
When it comes to volunteering, it takes a special person to do that, to step up and say, I want to help children.
That's really the easy part. Once you get into
you make that decision, yes.
Absolutely, and there are different degrees of gratification. Just being in court, just being at the courthouse when your families show up, you can see the relief that they have somebody there that they recognize and anchor, and they know they can count on to help them through the process.
And when you help that child and their family through that process,
what a wonderful feeling.
I started to say that's got to be extremely fulfilling.
Yeah, and that gratification tends to take a little bit longer to experience. So cases last for a long time. So it's really important to get those short-term wins of knowing that you're supporting a person in the short term before you get that long-term placement and solid permanency for a child.
All right. Thank you all so much for everything that you do. We appreciate it so much. And I know there's hundreds or maybe thousands of families that are truly appreciated you all have helped. Thank you so much. Folks, if you want more information about volunteering, they're looking for volunteers right now. Go to the website you see right there, CasaNetN.org, or call that number right there for more information about volunteering for this very, very important organization.